hit that guy, and we are going to get started. So do you recall, some of you who were with me earlier in the year, we did an activity that I love to do, and I thought that, you know, I've been doing it for about 20 years and I've really worked on it very hard. It's called dollar words, where it's kind of like algebra, where we assign values to every letter. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and 26. And then we come up with words, and we tried to find dollar words, which were exactly 100. And you guys remember the word turkey, the word.
Oh, I remember this. Like, I remember last year, like, pumpkin was one of them.
Buzzy.
Yeah, yeah. And I think Buzzy was the shortest dollar word. But guess what, guys? I thought that that was just a fun math game. But I read a book. I was reading a lot of books during the summer, and I could not believe what I found out. The ancient Hebrews, 5,000 years ago, when the time that they wrote the Old Testament, which is the original Bible, and then 2,000 years ago, the Christian Bible was written, called the Old Testament, and that was written in Greek and also in ancient Hebrew. They used something called gematria. And gematria is assigning numerical values to words. And I was like, ah, interesting. So what I had come up with was definitely not original. In fact, it has been done before. So I want you guys to look at this. This is the Hebrew alphabet. Does anybody in this class, can you show me by raising your hand electronically? Is anybody in this class fluent in either Greek or Hebrew? Or it can read Greek or Hebrew? No one. There were 2 students in my last class that actually read Hebrew. Now, what I found really, really interesting about this is that if you look at the 2 alphabets, the way they assigned their values is the first 9 letters were assigned single digits. And I'm going to say this now. Theoretically, the next 9 numbers represented the tens. So 10, 20, all the way up to 90. Now, why do you think I say theoretically? Can anybody see something that is missing? David.
So on the Hebrew one, if you look under where you circled it in green, it has another 40, 50, 80, 90, and over all the way to the right has a 20. So they reused some of the double-digit numbers.
Right. That is kind of interesting. Regan, do you see anything else?
So the Greek letters are like, it has no 90 and no 6.
Guys, do you notice there is no 6 and there is no 90? Now, I'm sorry, but I don't have the reason. I would love to understand it. Maybe they dropped certain letters. I'm not sure. Zarak, what about you?
I was going to say that there wasn't any 90 or 6.
Oh, cool. Now, guys, I have a big challenge question for you. Big one. My favorite Greek letter. Clearly, you guys know what that is, right? Anyone?
Pi.
Of course. Pi. Now, excuse me, but why would pi be worth any, like to me, if they set pi at 3, that would make a lot of sense. But pi is worth 80 in the ancient Greek alphabet. Can anybody tell me why that's true? We know that pi is the representation of the relationship between the circumference of a circle and its diameter. Why would the ancient Greeks have made such a blunder? Any ideas? David, what do you think?
So maybe they might have just used the symbol. Like they might not even have known its like use, and they might have just seen it and copied it.
Well, David, you are correct, and I'll explain. The number pi, or I'm sorry, the Greek letter pi associated with 3 and around a 7 didn't happen until the early 18th century, in the 1700s. So guys, the ancient Greeks go back 2,000 years. The early 1700s only goes back a little more than 300 years. So the reason why they didn't represent pi as 3 and a 7 is because they weren't thinking in that way at the time. Now, you know that Mr. Kramer was no way that I was going to stop with Hebrew and Greek. So, Olivia.
Why did they choose pi? Like why did they choose pi for to represent it?
You know, it's a great question. I believe it was an English or Italian mathematician. I forget his name. I read about it a few weeks ago when we were doing pi. Remember we were doing the, are the glasses more round or tall? And so I think it was an English mathematician, but I think it was just, he just came up with a symbol that he kind of liked. And a lot of people use Greek symbols. So for instance, the symbol for 9 is called theta. And theta is actually, I don't know if I've got my calculator here. Oh yeah, I do. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to be pointing to a key that has an X, a T, and then the Greek letter theta. Okay, so theta is there to represent angles. So there's a lot of really interesting things that we use from the ancient Greeks. Now, you know that I am not stopping with Hebrew and Greek at all. I was interested in English. So what I did is I took the 26 letters in the English language and I created our own mathlete code the same way that I thought that the ancient Hebrews would have done. I gave 1 through 9 to A through I. I gave 10 through 90 to J through R. And then the final 8, S through Z, I gave 100 to 800. So, you know that I'm going to be asking you to find the values of numbers. But I found something very interesting. Somebody give me a word that we might want to value. Can anybody sort of volunteer a word that might be interesting, not too long, for us to value? And just raise your hand electronically so I can see who is sharing. Luca, go for it.
Ale. I know
Spell
it's a
it.
double word.
Spell it.
AIO.
A-I-R,
Ale.
A-I, and then, like, for instance, if somebody's having trouble understanding your letter, you say A as in apple, I as in ice,
O as in walk.
L, right?
O.
As in,
Saying A-I-R, air.
oh, air. Oh, great, great. So you would say like R as in Robert, R as in Richard, right? So air. Let's do it, guys. Air is going to be really interesting. Are you ready for this? 1, 9, and 90. What's that worth, guys?
100.
Yep, that is worth exactly 100. Well, guess what? Now that's where we're going to start. I found only 9 words. I found only 9 words. Well, actually, I'm sorry, 10 words that valued 100. 10 words in the entire English language. Now, I'm sure that I've missed some. Can you guys help me find words that are worth 100? And so I'm going to lower everybody's hand, and when you've got an idea, raise it. And in the meantime, can anybody tell me, what do words need? What do all words need? What kind of special letters?
A vowel.
Vowels. Are there a lot of vowels in the 10 through 90 column?
Well, most of them are.
Guys, it's a yes or no. Are there a lot of vowels from J through R?
No.
No.
No, in fact, there's only what?
One.
There's only one, and that is O. So we are going to need the letters A through I. So why don't we look at A plus I? Help me out here, guys.
10.
B plus, come on,
10.
H, keep going. C
C
plus,
G. would be
G, D plus,
D
F,
plus F, and E.
and
E plus E.
I.
E plus E. So let's write this down. Ready? A plus I, B plus H, C plus G, D plus F, and E plus E all represent the number 10. So how are we going to use that to our advantage? Who has
I
an
had a
idea?
word, but I forgot it.
I found one.
Can anybody raise their hand to suggest a strategy if we have 10? Ben?
I don't have a strategy, but I have a word.
Go ahead, Ben.
Read.
Ah, very nice. R-E-A-D. Give me the values.
R is 90, and then E is 5, D is 4, and A is 1.
So 95, 1, and 4. That's beautiful. Is there another way to use Ben's answer to come up with a different word? Come on, you mathematicians. Come on, Andreas. Come on, Nick. Come on, Walker. Come on, Olivia. Come on, Brandon. Oh, wait, Hannah.
Here.
you switch, or if you switch, if you use the same letters, you can spell out DEAR.
Right. So DEAR is another one. Really, really nice. Olivia,
Dare.
DARE.
Mhm.
So 4, 1, 90, and 5. Guess what? That is another one, and I did not come up with that one. Olivia, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I give credit to I forgot who said it, but whoever said read.
Oh, that was Ben. That was Ben. Very
I give
good.
credit.
Luca, do you have another one?
No, I was thinking about deal.
Okay, and Zarak?
Main.
Spell it, please.
MAIN.
Ah. Now, guys, let's talk about the word Maine. Now, the way I came up with the word Maine, the way Zarak came up with it, is I looked at 10 and I said 10 needs what, guys? Come on. 10 needs what?
90.
90. How do we make 90? We could either use R, or we could use, come on, J and Q. Come on, keep going. Or we could use K and P. Keep going.
L and O.
No.
L and O. Keep going.
M and N.
And guess what? If you look at M and N and A and I, do you see how Zarak came up with, or you could come up with Maine? So really, really nice work. Okay, so I want to go now with Regan.
Could do keep.
A little bit louder, honey.
You could do keep.
Ah, spell it, please.
KEEP.
Is it K?
Yeah, EEP.
Guys, do you see it? KP and EE is perfect. By the way, somebody is clicking their computer really loudly. If you could go a lot softer, we would be very appreciative.
There's also peak.
Ah,
I just reversed.
very nice. Every time you see a word, try to do what Olivia did and what Luca did by rearranging the letters of read for dear and dare, keep and peak. Absolutely. Any others, Ben? Ben, Olivia?
Um,
My hand was just raised from last time.
Okay, so lower that, and how about Zarak and Olivia
Same. Mine was also raised.
and Luca?
Mr. Kramer, I found one.
Oh, Andreas, go for it, buddy.
Log.
Say again?
Log. CLOG.
CLOG. Whoa, that's brilliant. I love it.
I already had the same one too.
Oh, that's awesome. So L is 30. Help me out, Andreas. 60 and 7. Oh my God, Andreas, you just found another one that I did not find. Awesome. Now, I am an animal lover. Really, really, really love animals. Oh, Olivia, you have one.
well, for one, I raised my hand for Maine, because I wanted to say that I'm going to Maine tomorrow.
Ah, yeah,
And-
but Maine, this
Yeah, I
Maine
know.
is different. Okay, go ahead.
But also, wait, go back to the other page that you had.
You bet.
If R is on the 90 page, then shouldn't J be on the 10 page?
If R is on the 90 page,
Because R is 90, J is 10, so shouldn't J be on the 10 page?
oh, you mean like here?
Yeah.
You know, I guess I agree with that. Yeah, I don't see why not. But I just, again, it's really hard to make words with non-vowels, right? And you get the J from J and Q. Why, by the way, guys, why is J and Q, why are they out?
Because
Come
they're
on.
hard.
They're not just hard. Regan?
Uh-oh.
I think I know why Q and J are out.
Well, hold on.
Because
Wait. Regan had her hand up. Go ahead.
Well, because Q needs a U, so.
Yeah, and tell me about, Andreas, tell me about Q and U.
oh, Q and U, they have to like be together, and there's no Q and U pair in the.
Oh, but U is 300.
Yeah, I use 300, so it's like very, very big.
Well, the only word, the shortest, the smallest word with a Q would be QUE, which would be 385. So really, really good, guys. David?
I have another word.
Go for it.
Peel. P-E-E-L.
P-E-E-L. Now, why am I looking at P and L over here? Did I miss it?
So P is 70 and L is 30.
Ah. So, David, what's the value of peel?
So then that would be 100.
Nope.
Oh, wait, that would be 110. Oh, no.
Yeah. So now that's a cool one, though. I have to say, very, very cool. Now, guys, I told you that I am an animal person, okay? And one of the things that I really, really like is to learn about funny animals and birds. So there is an animal called, and I don't really know much about it, it's called a pika, okay? And I use the P and the K, all right? And of course the I and the A. And the bird that I know of is called a mina. And so if you look at the values of mina 40, 50, 9, and 1, and 70, 20, 9, and 1, you get 100 in both situations. Then, can anybody find a word that uses the letters M-I-N-A?
Well, it was Maine.
Maine.
Like,
Luca?
Maine.
Luca?
Maine.
Yeah, but we already did Maine. And the word, guys, is admin. I'm sorry, not admin. Amen.
Oh.
Okay? So
Wait.
amen, I don't really know much about the word amen. I think it's like relating to something else. It's maybe a possessive adjective, I'm not sure. And then the last one I found is actually a tree called a neem. So neem is a tree. So these are kind of fun to do, but I want to now give you a different challenge. The challenge I'm going to give you now, and I'm going to let you work this challenge, is
wait, never mind.
and I want you to come up with, and I came up with only 5 words. That's it. 5 words. So I want you to write down all the combinations that can lead us to 90. Don't forget your tens, your AI, your BH, your CG, your DF, and your EE. Don't forget that you need 80 more. And don't forget that Q is impossible. So if Q is impossible, you might need what other pairs of letters? Go, Hannah A. What other pairs? And you have to unmute. Please, everybody unmute themselves. Everybody. So we don't have to do that. Okay, thank you.
You could do M and N.
M and N give you the full 90. I only need 80.
No, M and M.
Oh, M&M. Brilliant. I love it. I love it. David?
Oh, sorry, my hand was raised from before.
Okay. Cedric, what about you? Cedric? Come on, I need 80, Cedric. Cedric, start with J. Start with J. Brandon, you do it. Come on, Brandon. Unmute yourself. Engage. J and what? Give us 80. Go ahead, Brandon. Come on, unmute yourself, please.
I'm still thinking about it.
But J is 10. I need 80. So what goes with J to make 80? Brandon, keep yourself unmuted so you can answer. Because you can definitely find 10 plus what equals 80.
P.
Yes, J and P. Nick, give me another one.
Oh,
Come on, I want to make 80. I want to make 80.
80.
Come on, if 10 and 70, then we also know that, come on, guys, K and
O.
there you go. K and O, and let's see. Will, what about another one, the next one? Louder, please.
No.
Come on, L and what makes 80? What makes 80? L and N make 80. There you go. Now we've got everything we need. Walker, what do you have? And whoever's got the sister in the background making noise, please mute yourself or ask them to be quiet. Go ahead, Walker.
M-A-I-M, MAME.
M-A-I-M. You know, I don't know, but I am going to look it up right now. MAME. Guess what? It's perfect. I thought it was spelt differently. Walker, you just taught me something. Thank you very much. So MAME is now a new word for me. Beautiful job, Walker. Luca?
I have 2. Nails.
Oh, guys, do you see what Luca did? He used LNAI and he found nail.
I have a different one.
Go for it.
Meme.
Spell it, please.
M-E.
M as in Mary or N as in Nancy? M as in Mary or N as in Nancy?
M as in.
M as in, one more time?
M as in Mary.
Okay, I'm going to try an N. Is that what you meant?
Mary.
No,
Oh,
it's
Mary. M. Okay.
No, M. M.
N.
M. M. It's M.
There we go. M.
E. M. E.
Yep. That is a beautiful one. Love it, love it, love it so much. Let's go with you, Nick.
Jeep.
Guys, my old car. Of course, the Jeep. That was awesome. That was awesome. Hannah?
I
Hannah?
heard before. I forgot to lower it.
Okay, guys, make sure you lower your hands when you are not raising your hands. And Zarak?
Oh, I forgot to lower my hand. I was gonna say Jeep.
No worries. And Regan?
Oh yeah, I was gonna.
And Walker?
I have another one.
I is
L-
Walker. Go for it.
Lain, Lane.
Yep, that's a beautiful one. Lane means to lay down. It's the past tense. Okay. Guys, can I ask you all to please focus on nail right now? There's another word using the same letters as well. Luca?
I have a different one. Well, not for nail. I have a
Go for it. Go for it, Luca. Go for it, Luca. Luca, do you want to say it?
it was long.
It was wrong. Okay, no worries. And Walker, you have another one? So if you look at nail, there's a word, oh, Nick?
Is it AILN?
AILN. It is not. It was ANIL, anil. So anil is kind of to annihilate, like it's the root of the word annihilate, and that is also worth 90.
I was like looking through the combinations, and I kept like finding a nail, and I'm like, but that's not a word.
That's cool. Now, guys, the hardest challenge, believe it or not, is coming up with small words. So I'm going to challenge you now 10. And guess what? AI
Yeah, that's what I thought.
and BH and CG and DF and EE are no longer applicable. Why are they not applicable? Who can say, raise your hand, please. David, why are they no longer applicable?
well because none of them are words except for maybe AI.
AI, that's what I was thinking now.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, artificial intelligence. So, look, if we're going to do acronyms, you could really use any letters.
Yeah.
And so unless they're very special, so I'm going to go with David's AI. I think that is special. But I'm not going to do a lot of acronyms here. Luca?
I was saying the same thing as him.
Okay, cool. And then Zarak?
Bag.
Oh, that's my man. Bag. Everybody look at bag. 217. A very simple, beautiful word. Now, you better look at that word and find those 3 letters and find another word. Please raise your hand if you do.
Is gap?
There's only
And
Wait.
Kathy, why don't you do this one? Think about reversing the letters, and what do you come up with?
Gab.
Gab. So when you have what's called the gift of gab, it means that you like to speak and you have a lot of really good things to say. So those are really, really cool. Nick, what do you have?
Aha. AHA.
Aha. Do you guys see it?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful one. But wait a minute. When I look at that, you know what it makes me feel like? Ah. Everybody say it. Ah. So
Oh, I have
A.
another one too.
Okay, go. What do you have?
And 2, 1, ace. I
Mm.
have another one for AH. Ha!
That's very funny. That's very funny. Now, guys,
And I have
can you guys go to 4 letters, please? There is one word with 4 letters that you should get, and there's one with 4 letters that you should not get. The one that you should not get is the one that means a French abbot. Somebody, it's kind of like almost like a priest who is in a monastery in France. And do you know what they call those people?
I know it's DCBA, but I don't know.
They call them abbes.
Oh wait,
Like
no.
like the abbé, right? So that's a 1, 2, 2, 5. Anybody find the word that they should get? Come on, Will, I'd love for you to do it. And by the way, I recommend you focus on the letters right here. Because if those letters work, Nick?
BABE.
And it's the first name of one of the greatest baseball players of all time, Babe Ruth. And Babe is also an expression of endearment, okay, to other people. So it's really, or a baby, really, really nice work. That was not so easy. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to do this. I want you to go to page 3 of your packet where I gave you essentially a dictionary. And it's 5 pages of boating words. Words that are used in navigation, with boating. And I want you to choose as many words as you can and value them. You can do them. I wrote all the words out for you that I highlighted. I wrote them out on pages 8, 9, 10, 11, and 11. Yeah, don't look at page 12 because that's where the answers start. So go to those pages and you'll see that the values that you get for these words will not be multiples of 10. In fact, I think there's only 3 words out of all of these words that are multiples of 10. So this system is a very, very curious system. And by the way, if you find a multiple of 10, please raise your hand. And I will be going out to, yes.
Can you put like the
Oh, you know what? Go to the last page. Go to the last page in your packet if you turn your packet over, you will see that it has the list. Hannah?
On page 8, I found a multiple attempt.
For which word?
Anchorage?
Anchorage.
Yeah.
Anchorage. An anchorage is when you anchor your boat. That place that you are in is called an anchorage. So let's check your math. So A, come on, 50, help me out. Help me out there, Hannah. 60.
91 and 7.
And 7. Awesome, awesome work. Now, when we look at this, I look at 3 and 7. I look at 8, 1 and 1, and guess what? That's 20. So I know that you're right already. And then I have a 7, 13, and 22. Did you get 220? Very, very nice, Hannah. Very nice. Luca?
I found one too. A baft.
What's it called?
A baft, the first one.
Not aft.
A complete first one.
Oh, a baft. Interesting. A baft. 1, 2, 1, 6, and 200. Wow. That's really cool. Nice job, Luca. Brandon, are you working these? Give me a thumbs up if you're writing. I want to make sure.
I think I'm doing
Brandon, can I have a thumbs up if
my
you're
grandpa
writing?
because
Okay, good, good, good. I just like to make sure everybody's working it. Will's working it. I can see his thumb up. Thank you, Will. Kathy, I can't tell, but I see a cat. What's another one that you found, Luca?
keel.
Keel, keel, keel.
K-E-E-L.
Oh, yeah. And in fact, keel is worth what?
160.
It's worth 60. Beautiful job. So that's one of those special 10s. 30, 5, 5, and 20. Beautiful job. Wow. Guys, I think I'm going to find one of the highest values on this list. I'm just testing it right now.
Yeah, I think I found a pretty big one too.
Really, I want to hear about it. Nick, you raised your hand, buddy.
Log.
And what does it equal?
30 plus 340.
Whoa. Log is 340?
Yeah.
Log. L-O-G. I don't see how that's possible because I have 30, 60, and 7. So Nick, look at that and tell me what you see. Nick, are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you get? 30, 60, and 7.
97.
There you go. Almost 100, which is cool. David?
I found another multiple of 10. It is Lee, L-E-E.
Ah, very nice. Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't that mean that the word eel
Yep.
must also be?
40.
What is that? Is it worth 40?
Yes.
Okay, very cool. Walker.
I also had Lee.
Oh, cool. And who said that they had a really long, like a really big one?
Oh, I just said I had a big value. Luca,
Yeah, what was the big value?
it was Stowe, and it was 860.
And what's the word?
Stowe,
Spell it, please.
S-T-O-W.
Wow. What a short word to have such huge value. So 100, 200, 50, and 500. Wow. Now, guys, Lazarette is 1332. And Walker?
I found not. K-N-O-T.
Yeah, tell me about that.
It is 70 two
Go ahead, Walker.
sorry, can't find it. 200, 300, and
Where do you see 300?
sorry, wait.
T is worth 2, and can you look at the screen here? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you agree that K is 20, N is 50, O is 9, and T is 200? Oh, wait a minute. O is not 9.
O is 9?
O is
O
60.
is 60.
Good. Thank you for the correction. And therefore, my answer is wrong. What is your answer?
70 plus 60 is 130. So 330.
Right. And Walker, I want you to add the tens. 7 and 6 is 13. You carry the 1 in the hundreds column, 330. Very, very clean. Go ahead, Cedric.
I think they have a pretty big one. It's yacht.
Y-A-C-H-T.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So the Y is 700, the A is 1, the C is 3, the H is 8, and the T is 200.
And what do you get?
912.
Wow. That's really cool. A short word like that with such power. Such power. Olivia?
I got the anchor thing wrong. I want to see what I did wrong. Can you go back to the page, please?
You betcha. Wait, where did I do Anchorage? I did it, I know Hannah did it, and we did it together. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Oh, wait, there it is. Anchor it. Which value, Olivia?
Yeah, I got it right.
Oh, good, 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 good. And Regan?
I found like a high one. It's Billy.
Spell it, please.
Buoy.
Oh, a buoy. A buoy. Wow, that's a high one? Go for it. Tell me what it is.
2, 300, 60, and 700.
Wow. What'd you get?
1062.
Huh. Who would think that a buoy, little tiny buoy, would be so powerful? And Olivia and Walker?
What? Oh, sorry, my hand was still raised.
Oh, my hand. I didn't lower my hand last time.
Okay, no worries, no worries. And Andreas, I haven't heard from you. Will, Kathy, Brandon.
I'm still thinking about it.
Okay. Hannah A.
I found a high one. It's way.
Spell it.
WAY.
And I'm looking at you going, what? That's a high one? Tell me the value.
It's should I for each 500s, 1 and 700, and then it's 1201.
Wow. Now, you know that Lazarette was like maybe in the 1300s, slightly more than a 3-letter word way. That's amazing. I'm wondering.
Mr. Kramer.
Yes.
I found like a high 400 one.
Let's hear it. Go.
Buzz, B-U-Z-Z. I used 2 Z's to like make it.
Yeah, no. Buzz is with 2 Z's.
Yeah, and then you can replace the B with the F to make it even higher.
Well, how about Buzzy?
Oh, right.
Yeah, so what are the values? Go.
Do fuzzy. Do fuzzy. Fuzzy is even higher.
Buzz. Oh, I love it. I love it. But go, Andreas. Do Buzzy.
100.
So U is 300.
Yeah, and Z is 800.
Oh my God, this is going to be the biggest.
700. And then if we change the B to an F, it's.
So what do you get?
Yeah, and then
how many hundreds?
2802.
Are you sure it's 28?
I know. 15, 20. Yeah, it's 28.
I'm gonna get something different. 3 and 7 make 10.
Oh wait, yeah, 25.
Not 25. 7 and 3 make 10. 8 and 8 make 16.
26.
There you go. Wow. But wait a minute. Is that a nautical word?
What?
Andreas, it's a great word, isn't it? But it's not a nautical word. Like, I was thinking of the word yes, which is not a nautical word either.
Oh, nautical. So we're supposed to like nautical?
Right, because of all the nautical words. So I have hands up, Hannah, Luca, Nick. Go. And these are the last 3. And by the way, what is yes? Is it 1501? Okay, go, Hannah. 1501. Okay, go. Hannah. Hannah raised her hand. I don't see it anymore. And I don't hear you. You're probably in parentheses.
Wait, me?
Nick. Well, I thought you raised your hand. Nick?
Oh, sorry, I just forgot to lower it.
No worries, no worries. Nick?
STOW, stow.
Yes? And what did you get for that?
860.
Beautiful job. I love it. Luca?
I have Holt, which is 420.
And what's the word?
Holt, P-O-O-T.
Got it. Got it. Great one. And Hannah?
And I also have another one.
Yeah?
My number, I just got a multiple of 10.
Go ahead, Luca. Luca, it's breaking up. Send me a chat. Send me a chat because your voice is breaking up and I can't hear it. Hannah?
I didn't find my number, I just found a multiple of 10.
Okay, guys. Another really fun thing to do is value the entire alphabet. See what the value is of the entire alphabet. And that would be a lot of fun to do. Now, guys, I'm going to really, really miss you. But you know that what I do in the off season, this is my off season, is I come up with ideas for next year's mathletes. I'm going to see you guys in about 1,000 hours. I think it's 1,008 hours, give or take a few. Not really sure. I will be thinking of you. I want you to send me any ideas that you have. Different words that you found, different strategies for all the mathematics that we've been doing. And I hope that when you get out there in the world, that you see the world mathematically. Right now, I am looking out at all these boats, and I see math everywhere. Every sailboat is a triangle. I see these beautiful cranes and their angles. I mean, it's just amazing. So I want you guys to train your brain to filter the mathematical ideas. And then if you have an idea, just send me an email. All right? I want to hear from you. So say goodbye to your friends.
Yeah.
We'll see you in about 1,000 hours.
I'm almost done.
And you guys have a good
Bye.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kramer.
Thank you.
And it is my
Thank
pleasure.
you.
You guys are amazing. Totally, totally amazing. You rock. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.